Welcome back to another edition of Carburetors and Coffee. Today we're working on a car that's been a part of the family for a long time. My 2008 Saab 9.3 Turbo. I picked this thing up back in 2016 and honestly it's treated us really well. Sure, it's had a leak here, a rust spot there, the usual Saab personality traits, but nothing major in almost 10 years of ownership. These days the Saab doesn't belong to me anymore. About 2 years ago, I handed it down to my son for graduation, and it's been just as solid for him. The quarter panels though, well, let's just say the rust has gotten a little too comfortable back there. In this video, I'm giving the Saab a front brake service. Pads, rotors. While I'm at it, I'll check all the fluids, air up the tires, and I'll take care of any other little maintenance jobs that pop up along the way. Now, normally I'd throw this thing on the lift and make my life easy, but of course, the lift is busy with another project. So today's tool of choice, my old weather-beaten Harbor Freight jack. This poor thing has lived its life outside for years, and it's definitely feeling its age. Pumping it up is basically like an arm workout, and the seals, well, they're pretty much done. I could barely get the car high enough to slide the jack stands underneath it. It took much longer than usual without the lift, so it was very frustrating. My arm kind of fell off. I was close to losing it. And it's times like these you just want to run away. Jump into your cool ride and just listen to some cool tunes and chill. But with my luck, something catastrophic would happen. So I just need to stay focused. Focus, come on, you could do this. Focus. Okay, now obviously because I've got this thing jacked up and on jack stands, it means I'll be sitting on the ground for most of this job. Super comfortable, I can't wait. Now, because my son is taking this Saab on a 3-hour trip, I have to get everything dialed in before he hits the road. So let's get these wheels off and dive into it, swapping out these brakes. Got the Hercules. 17 mil. All right, we take this off, this retainer. It's really simple, and that's it, you're done. Just kidding. What do we got back here? I think it's gonna be some torques. We got some backward torques. I'm sorry about the lighting, you guys. All right, first, let me say that we're looking at it's an E20, because I tried an E18. I don't have anything bigger. But you can get away with using a 16 mil socket, 12 point. It's gonna work perfectly, it fits perfectly, but the true tool for it would be an E20, but that works just fine, 16 mil. And I've got here a 7 mil hex. I'm also gonna take this pick and clean out the inside for that to seat all the way, because I wanna make sure that I get it all the way in before I start torquing on that, because if you don't, you know, you get, then you don't get a good seal on it, then you strip it. Then you have a car with no brakes forever. There we go. That was a good one. And you know why it came loose? Because I put some anti-seize on there last time I did these. See, it feels weird. I could tell it's not in there that good. There, that feels better. Yeah, see, now it's in there. Now sometimes you could sit here spinning this like this and you're thinking that it's still on its way out and on its way out and blah blah blah, but it's out. See, I think it's out, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go back to this one because I don't think this one's out all the way yet. think this one's out. Yeah, it's out. Should be. I'm gonna have to get another pry. Oh wait, maybe it's not. Come on. Come on. Maybe this one's not out yet. All right, took the stuff apart, and you know, I was looking at the rotor, and the rotor's fine for a New York State car. And you can't see the back side of this rotor because of the dust shield. So you really can't do an inspection on it, because that's where I figured the grinding was coming from. Well, all the salt and corrosion and stuff. If I do this, let me show you. If I can turn it here. So I already kind of fixed it, but you can hear that grindy noise. That's what was happening. You know, my son assumed it needed front brakes, and I haven't done brakes in a really long time on this car. Well, what's happening is this shield has, you know, pretty much swelled up with rust and warped. And so now what I'm gonna do is fix it. The majority of the sound was coming from the driver's side here. I already off camera pushed this away because, again, you can't see the back side of the rotor, but you could hear it still a little bit, but I gotta fix this. Is that crazy or what, man? All right, well, I guess it's not. Oh, I forgot to put. No, it's all right. All right, getting ahead of myself here. I gotta put this retainer back on, and then the wheel can go back on. But I did notice that the rear brakes are getting a little funky. We will have to do those soon, but I think they're okay for now. When I say funky, I mean the rotor's getting a little scaly, but I think that's been like that. It's not grinding or anything. The pads are like quarter life. So those are gonna have to be addressed soon. I think what we're gonna do is we'll keep that all that hardware, because I got a really, really good deal on that stuff. My guys at my local store are really good to me. So I'm just gonna keep that stuff. There's no sense on returning it, because who knows when I'll be able to get, you know, a good deal like this again, because everything's just going up. It's just crazy. So I'll put this back together. I do have to put his rear view mirror on, his side mirror. Check this out. This fell off one day. He was pulling out of the driveway, and it sounded like a bottle broke. Check this out. So I'm gonna have to find that. I don't know if that's in the house, if he has that or what, but so let's put that on. But first, let's get these wheels back on and yeah, get that done. Come on, let's do it. I'm sweating too now. All right, I gotta remember how this goes on.
like that. And then I have no clue. It must go like down like that, and then, yeah, all right, like that. And then push that like that. And then I take a hammer. I know what a ball peen hammer looks like. All right, just like that. Just to make sure.
Okay, there, there's that. And then get this out of the way, and put this here, because the lighting's terrible, and then get my gloves on, and then, that's why I hate these, European lumps. I hate them, I'll tell you that. No, I'm telling you now, I hate them. Hate them. Makes no sense.
There. If you can just get one started, you're golden. Stay. Stay. Stay.
Oh, there, alright. See? That's the trick. It's even scarier when you got it on a lift. It's scary, it's spooky. Man, what if there's an earthquake? It's scary.
Crisscross applesauce. Huh. Fragile. That must be Italian. Cool. Normally, I don't use the adhesive that these things come with, but I'm gonna try it this time. I'm gonna have faith in it. First, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the back of this. Looks kind of oily, so. And I don't know, these look pretty good. It comes with it, so let's try it. Normally, I would like go ahead and use my own stuff, but I'm gonna put my faith in this stuff this time. They look pretty good. They look pretty quality. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give it a shot. Well, I really didn't like the way it fit, but I tried to pull it back off because I was gonna put my own adhesive on, and I couldn't get it off. So I'm confident now. So it's kind of like the mirror was cut, like the shape of it was different. I matched it up perfectly to where it should have been. I think it's the plastic actually that's all warped now because the car's, you know, it's old now. I don't think it's the glass, I think it's the car. Anyway, actually it's fitting pretty good. And like I said, I tried to pull it off and I was like, ooh, it's on there good. That adhesive, it's dang tootin'. I don't know if that's a thing, but anyway, it's on there and it's good. And now he can use his mirror and he won't get pulled over, at least for mechanical stuff. So now also, I checked the oil and it's about, I'd say a quart low, and I was gonna go ahead and put some in it before he left, but I said, you know what, this needs an oil change and I don't want him to leave without getting an oil change. So he's gonna head down to my buddy's shop and he's gonna get an oil change done. It needs it. So he's gonna go down there and leave to go on his trip right from there. I don't want him to leave with this oil in here. It needs it. So that's what we're gonna do. I called down there, they're expecting him and they're not too swamped, not too busy. Should take an hour. And I'm ahead of the game anyway because I didn't have to do the brakes, and I don't wanna put good full synthetic after bad, and it needs it. So that's where we're at. Okay, before I sent him on his way too, I showed him that I put this stuff in here for him, put a floor jack. I don't trust the things that come with this. It's just way easier. If he does get a flat, I check the spare, put the correct PSI in it. I got a breaker bar with the 17 mil socket, and I got this strapped down for him. Jumper cables, in case he needs it. So yeah, now he'll be able to head out. I'll feel a little more confident, and you know, I hate seeing him go on these trips, but all right, enough of my worries and problems. Let's get this car backed out and then see him off on his trip, okay? Okay, the mirror works. You can actually see out of it. It does reflection things, so that's good. The brakes, I mean, it's the rear ones that sound kind of grindy, so it's fine. They're scaly is what the problem is. There's meat there, but they need to be done. It's the rotors. But I checked all the other things as far as fluids go. Everything's looking good. You know, the trip it's a 3.5 hour trip one way. But when it comes to your kids, it's like a lifetime, you know? I appreciate you sticking around. Sorry it didn't turn into like what I thought it was gonna turn into, basically another tutorial. But it was pretty much a, let's get your kid ready for a road trip. And this is kind of like what I sort of do. Get that jack ready, jumper cables, things like that. It's kind of like what happens around here. A day in the life of the Carburetors and Coffee homestead. Anyway, it's raining again, as usual, and I appreciate you sticking around, watching the channel. If you're not, do that usual thing. Like, subscribe, because it's free. You don't have to pay. You don't have to reach deep down in your pocket and do all that good stuff and, you know, pay for this stuff. It's free. This entertainment is free. What I do is free. Let's face it. Would you pay for this? I wouldn't either. Until then, you know, maybe the sun will be shining for the next one. I doubt it. But, all right, thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate it. Bye.
Snow's falling hard on the old garage door. I'm wrenching on a ride on a cold concrete floor. Coffee in my hand, keeping winter at bay. Trying to get this engine singing Christmas Day. It's a carburetors and coffee Christmas, fire it up, let's go. Let the engine rumble through the ice.